Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. Sorry for screaming in the microphone. Don't know why I've got this much energy, but it could be because it's 9 o'clock at night and I've just had a cup of coffee. I have had a shocking weekend. This video is obviously pre-filmed, but I was in a car accident on Friday on my way home from work. I actually was leaving work because I felt like shit and didn't think I was going to be able to make it through my the rest of my shift. So I left about an hour early. I was just that uncomfortable at work. So I was on my way home, going through a roundabout about 2 kilometers away from my house, and I'm going through the roundabout, have my indicator on, have my lights on, and I'm a big vehicle. And this woman in this Mercedes just decides that she's just gonna go through the roundabout, and I T-boned her right in the back door. So, yeah, basically I've dealt with that all Friday afternoon. I had to call my husband and have him come home. About Friday evening, like late afternoon, early evening, I started feeling really shit in my back. Like right between, like, there's a band between both of your hips and on your back, and that's just seized right up. Like, I need help in the shower, I need help on and off the toilet sometimes. My husband's basically running and getting everything I need. So yeah, he's been at home looking after me. I did the right thing this weekend and tried to get out of the house and keep moving so that everything didn't just seize up on me. And I think I actually did a little bit worse than a little more damage to myself than I probably should have. So went to the GP today. He's giving me the rest of the week off. I'm seeing him again on Friday, and then we'll kind of reassess and go from there. Although I can say that the insurance agent that I was speaking to did say that it sounds like, from the way I described the incident, where I was on the roundabout, where I hit her car, etc., 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 and the pictures evidence that I had, he was like, there's no way that you were at fault for this. And I was like, thank God, one thing can go right. So I have basically been laying in the bed all day today, but something came in the post for me today from Sephora. It is the Tarte Pineapple of My Eye collector's set. So in it you get 24 Amazonian clay eyeshadows, 2 blushes, 1 highlight, 1 bronze, 1 full-size Kitten eyeliner, and a full-size Tarteist quick dry matte lip paint. So the reason, and I found out, like, back in the day, apparently it was really popular for more affluent people in the communities and in society to actually present pineapples to show their wealth and prosperity, and people would display them in the windows of their homes to show, look how much money we have. And so that's kind of the story behind the pineapple at Christmas time. A lot of people I know online, or a couple of people, I won't say a lot because I haven't seen, I think I saw 1 review for this, and the person was like bagging them out big time. But from what I can tell, that's probably why they did the pineapple. So this is what the case looks like. And on the inside, here you go. You get a little divider in here to protect, which I don't think you can pull out, actually. Maybe you can? Oh, ooh! Surprise for everybody. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. This is the blush, bronzer, and highlight set. And then you get the full-size lippy and an eyeliner. So this just looks like, oh, okay, it's just a roll-up gel liner. It's got a little smooger on the other side. So yeah, I've done my face makeup because I didn't really think anybody wanted to see that. It's not that important. And what I'm really doing is reviewing the products that I've got. So I'm going to quickly put on some eyeshadow base. This is my P.Louise eyeshadow base that I have really been liking a lot lately. So I'm just applying that to both of my eyes. And trying really hard not to get it in my eyelashes. And you might also notice that there's a bit of a difference in my setup here. My husband and I went to Costco on Friday after, or while we were waiting for my hire car. We stopped by Costco and they had this beautiful ring light with a mirror. And so I'm like, lighting is like the last thing I need for my studio. I've got everything else I need. So I got really excited and my husband was like, just grab it. And I was like, okay. So I bought it and this is my first video setup like this. So, any Hoosier. Oh no, Beach. It wasn't me that did it too. Fuck. Can you see that? Wait, which one is it? It's not focusing again. This one here is dug out. There's like gouge in it. But that's okay. So these, oh, they do have names on them. Okay. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this one here, which is Beach Reed. Did I want to go into that color? Yeah, Beach Reed. And I think I'm going to do kind of a silver and blue theme because today is the second night of Hanukkah. And I was really bummed out because last night I actually felt so shitty that I completely forgot that it was the first night of Hanukkah. So I lit my candles tonight and I'm really excited. I do miss my family around this time of year. It is particularly hard. But my husband does... And my family here, we do everything we can to make me feel a little bit better. It's kind of like seasonal depression of sorts. I do get very homesick and do miss my family quite a bit. So anyway, let's move on to something a little lighter. I've decided I'm going to actually take... I don't know. I can't tell. I think this one is Totally Beachin'. Is this one here, and I'm going to take that and use it in my crease as my transition shade. Now I have to say that there is a little bit of kickback in the pan. I have a feeling that these are probably softer shadows. So I'm just kind of dipping gingerly into the pan so as not to disturb a whole lot of the product, because then you're just going to get a big old dusty mess. Alright, so that's the transition shade laid down. It is very similar to my actual skin color, so it's not showing up a whole lot, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I think what I'm going to do is go in and take a different brush. Oh, Farfignugan. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take the color... Ooh, I don't know which one this is. Okay. 1, 2, 3rd, 4th row up. I think it's... This one is Pool Service, which is this shimmery greenish blue here, and I'm just gonna pack that on either side of my eye. And if you hear noise in the background, that's my husband, because it's garbage day tomorrow, so we're gonna have the guys come pick up the bins tomorrow. And he's putting them out tonight so he doesn't have to faff around with it tomorrow. Okay, so this is more of a green that I wanted. So I'm going to go over it with Ocean Air, which is this blue shade here. That one right there. So I'm going to take that on my brush and just go over the green. And of course, it's made it a blue-green color instead of a blue-blue color. But that's my mess up. So in order to fix that, I'm going to go into both and just go on the outer corner of my eyes. Okay. And then, oh, I'm trying, okay, this is a little cumbersome. when trying to put it down. So I'm going to just stick with the blue, and I'm going to go on the inner and outer portion of my eye, like so. And because I have very hooded eyes, I'm not going to close off this spotlight halo that I'm doing, because you won't be able to see any of the detail if I do it that way. Okay, that's kind of showing up, but it's showing up more like black on camera. But it's definitely not. It is a really it is a deep blue, but it's not like a black blue like it's showing. Actually, it's just showing up gray, straight up gray and black. Okay, this seems to be working a bit better. This color that it has. Oh, I'm getting quite a bit of fallout. Oh dear. That is quite a bit of fallout. I'm going to put more powder underneath my eyes. So I'm going to look real crazy for a minute. I'm going to look crazy for a few minutes, actually. So, okay. I didn't realize I was getting that much fallout. So, it wasn't until I got really close with a mirror that I noticed. Okay. So, that is pretty well how I wanted it. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to carve out my crease color, and to do that I'm going to be using my P.Louise eyeshadow base in the color 0, which is the white one. God, I swear I'm never going to run out of this stuff. You use such a small amount. It's really pretty cool. So I'm using a flat packer brush, and I'm just going to go right down the center of my eye. Boop, like that. And then I'm going to start working my way back up to the middle of my eye. Okay, so there we go. So the next color I'm going to go in with is the color Surf Rider, which is this one here. It's a really pretty, like, multifaceted is really the only way I can think of it. But it's a multifaceted type of gray, or yeah, silvery gray. So I'm going to take my Fix Plus, spray my brush, and I'm just going to dip in and apply that over the top of that eyeshadow base. Oh man, that is reflective. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's a lot of kickback in the pan. Okay, so that's that bit done. It's pretty shimmery. It's not like, it almost seems like a topper. It's not super opaque. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back in with that first color, And I'm going to deepen up my outer edge. And I am going to bring it across. But I'm going to do it above my crease so that you still get to see that really pretty halo effect. So I'm not taking it, so I'm taking it, if I'm looking forward, I'm taking it above that crease. And that's seeming to work okay. It just feels incomplete like on this other side, so that's why I'm doing this. And I'm just going back in with that silver. Okay, so, oh, Malky's making an appearance tonight. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, oh, so much kickback. I'm going to take this color here, which I think is Pool Service. No, that one has to be Coastal. And I'm going to put that underneath my brow bone with a brush of some sort. And just use that as a brow bone highlight and to kind of buff out that blue a little bit more. Now I don't normally wear this much shimmer on my eyes, but I sincerely wonder if you guys are going to be able to hear Malky purring on camera because he is very close to my microphone. Alright, so that's that bit done. Okay, I'm quickly going to do my brows off camera and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, brows are on. Okay, so real quick before I move on, I am going to take, I don't know. First off, I'm going to use this little eyeliner here. And it does have a little brushy type smudger end on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this on my lower lash line and I'm just going to put this on my lash line on the bottom. Kind of haphazardly because I am going to smudge this out. And because it has a very, very sharp you know, brand new tip on it, it is going to be a little bit harder to work with. So I'm going to take the little smudger end. We'll see how this works. And I'm just going to smudge that. Okay. I don't really like the smudger tip, I have to admit, but that's okay. You don't have to love everything. I am going to take the blue now, and I'm going to go over the top of it. Alright, that doesn't look half bad. I'm not mad at this at all. I really think that that black definitely helped bring out some of that blue. So that's pretty interesting. Definitely looks more blue under my eyes now. Whereas on the eyes on the top, it's leaning more black unless you see it like just as the light hits it, it shifts to that blue. So, I mean, it's not as bright as I was hoping it'd be, but that's, you know, not a terrible, terrible thing. All right, so real quick, I am going to put on some mascara. I'm going to use the Hourglass Caution Mascara again. I've been trying this out for a few days now, and I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for it. Thus far, pretty impressed with it. Oh, I just got it on my face. Thus far, pretty impressed with it. It definitely lengthens the lashes. I'm not sure if it like claims to volumize the lashes as well, but I definitely do feel like it does get, it does volumize the lashes. And I really like the brush because it is very thin on one end. And so you can really get in there and get all the tiny lashes. So I really dig that. Also, another thing that I did notice is when I wore it out the other day when my husband and I went out, it didn't leave like, it didn't raccoon eye me at all. So that was a big bonus. So, I mean, as you can see, like, my lashes look fucking amazing. So I think I really like it, guys. I think I like it. And the easiest trick I have found with mascara, if you get it somewhere you don't want it to be, wait for it to dry, take a Q-tip, and just wipe it away. And it's like it never even happened. Make sure I didn't get it anywhere else. Okay. Excellent. Eyes are done, so I can wipe away that powder. And it was like it never happened at all. Alright, so next thing, I am going to go in with this bronzer shade here. And there's no name for it. It's just the bronzer. So it's this one here. I'm worried that it might be a little too red for me, but we're going to give it a go anyway and see. So the only thing I can say that I don't like about this little setup is that you might end up getting some of the blush on as well as the bronze. So just bronzing up El Chicos. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just kind of like rolling my bristles into it. Oh, that is very red. Oh, well, hang on. I don't think it looks terrible. I think it might be too red for me. But it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. It's 9:30, so I don't really have to go anywhere. It's just going to go straight down El Drain. Actually, I don't hate this. I don't hate this color at all, actually. It is very pretty, but it is very much very red on me. But I feel like it's kind of like matchy my neck a little bit. I don't know. Call me crazy. All right. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this lighter pink blush as I'm dropping everything and giving myself a panic attack. Whoa, 2 brushes at once. I'm going to go into that lighter pink. I'm just going to blush up my cheeks. That's a pretty, pretty blush. Yep. Liking that blush. For sure. That is a really pretty blush. Wow. And it's matte as well, which is a huge bonus in my book because I hate blushes when they have shimmer in them. I really, that and bronzers. I hate when my bronzers are shimmery as well. I'm happy. Okay, so I'm going to take the highlighter shade. And I think, again, this one is going to be a little too dark for me. But we're just going to put it on and see how we go. It's alright. Let me just fan my brush through it and get the powder freaking everywhere. There's a little bit of a shift there. A little bit. Let's put it down in the schnoz and across the tip of the nose. I'm literally just wiping up the excess that I've kicked off. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty highlight too. Dust it over the chin and Cupid's bow. I really find for me to tell the kind of overall look of a highlighter is to put it on my Cupid's bow. And that's when I really see it and I'm like, oh wow, that is really nice. So yeah, there's definitely a shift there, and that is really pretty, and it's not leaving a wonky cast on my face, which is what I was worried about. But yeah, that's super duper pretty. Okay, so that's everything in the palette. Now I'm going to do the lipstick, which is in the shade Low Key. And I'm going to go in with a lip liner. I'm going to go in with my Australis. This one is Canoodle. It's a nice nude liner. And then we're going to go in with Loki. Not Loki, L-O-K-I, L-O-W, Key, K-E-Y. K-E-Y. And it's got this little doe foot applicator. It's not going to focus, are you, you bitch hole. Alright. This is a little more peachy than I would normally go for. But, I mean, with the eye look, it's not bad at all. So, yeah, kind of okay with the way that this has turned out today. There's not really a product that I really didn't like. The thing with the palette is I definitely am going to have to give it another go. Try it out again. You get 24 whoosie what's it's in here, eyeshadow shades. So I like the eyeshadows. I am a little annoyed by the fallout, but that pretty much happens with most eyeshadows. So you really can't like fault an eyeshadow for having fallout, especially when you're using a brush to put them on your eyes. Do my eyes look pretty? Absolutely they do. I am really happy with this. And I dig the fact that you get so many shades in this, as well as your blush, bronzer, and highlight. And I mean, I think this makeup looks really nice. I really do. I'm quite happy with it. The only thing that I could kind of like, you know, give a pass to is the eyeliner. The lipstick, again, is leaning more orange on me than I typically like. It has dried down very quickly, but it's not uncomfortable. So I actually think that I would use other shades like this. And these lip paints is what they're, Tarteist lip paints. So yeah, I mean, the only thing I could kind of like get away with, or the two things are the standalone products, the lipstick and the eyeliner. They're not a have to have, but I'm not mad that I've got them, if that makes any sense. So, basically, that is today's video done and dusted, ladies and germs. I really hope you liked it. Like I said, I am going to give this palette, several more wears, so just prepare to see them more in the future. I also am going to go back and revisit some other palettes that I've bought that I really liked, some that I've only maybe used once, and some that I haven't used at all because I went, like, when, like, for instance, ColourPop was having a big sale on, like, 30% off their palettes and shit like that. I went in and bought, like, 3 or 4 of them. So, expect to see a few more, like, different types of eye looks and that sort of thing. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Can you see my hand? Ah.